Welcome to Tea Talks with Dr. Lyda. And what we like to do here is have really deep conversations around the things not common people like to talk about, which is really about spirituality, relationship with God, your faith, and all the aha moments and clarities that you get in every present moment. I wanted to make this video or podcast. I'm not sure what this is going to be. Honestly, this is my first video. But a couple times I've noticed where I talk to my husband and I get really excited about my moments of discovery, especially when I've been starting to read the course. And my husband just looks at me with a blank eye, like, what the heck are you talking about? He looks impressed, but he's like, I love what you're saying, but I just cannot comprehend what you're saying to me. And then I wondered, are there more people like me? Because my husband is very simple-minded. Like, sometimes I wish my mind was quieter like him, where something happens, he just focuses and that's it. But my mind is so complex. I think of how can I bring more love to the universe? How can I be the best version of myself? How can I follow the path of God, of source? Where in my life can I take a step back and be more gentle with myself? These thoughts come to me constantly, and I was never like this. I'm gonna get a little backstory. So in 2015, parents got divorced, my world was shattered, I was upset, I was in so much pain, and I just wanted to escape. And I did that. I actually moved to Italy and I met my husband, which sounds like a beautiful love story, but I was really wounded when I moved there. Going there and meeting my husband, I started to heal, meaning I started to feel good again. And I started to get to know who I was, because I've always been with my family. I have never been away from them, let alone like to live without them. It was a whole new journey for me. So anyways, I remember coming back to visit one year, and my sister, she told me about this like documentary called The Secret. And she's like, oh, Lyda, like her friends were really into like spirituality, and so she was getting into it. And I was like, I would call myself more of a conspiracy than a spiritual person at this stage. But I was like, sure, why not? I watched that documentary and it changed my life. I was surprised that there's something like this actually existed. The law of the universe, a manifestation, like these things were really new to me. And so personality, when I like something, best believe it, I'm gonna go all in there. And so that's what I did. I started to read a book called The Power of Now, and that book changed my life. I started to practice every little thing in that book. I just wanted to practice. I was like, does this really work? And I'll never forget one of the times. So me and my husband, we used to argue a lot. Like I said, I was a victim. I was 24 years old. I was wounded. And I like to pick a lot of fights. And I'm sure he did too. He was short-tempered. So we always bumped heads, and then he would never say sorry to me. I remember that because I always wanted him to be like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, it's because, it's always his fault, right? Not mine. And one of the part of the book said, when you're angry, try to remind yourself like all the good in that person. Why were you with them? Like, just think about like loving thoughts. And I was like, okay. So I started, it was so challenging, guys. So challenging. I was like, okay, I'm going to remember, oh my God, Pietro is so loving. I'm so thankful that he's taking care of me. I'm so glad that, he's this and he's that. And I was just trying my hardest to think of good things, because when you're angry, it's not that easy. And I'm not joking. A minute, 2 minutes later, he comes in and he says, I'm sorry. I was like, what just happened? So I did it again and again and again and again, and it kept happening. And so this opened a whole new path for me of becoming aware that what I believe and where I put my energy on can actually change my reality. So I started to read some more books around how our thoughts work, the reprogramming of it, just again, diving really deep. And so 2015, now we're in 2026. So yeah, you would say about a decade I've been working on this journey. And present moments, I look for the good. I look for the opportunity. I look for the light. And not to say that darkness does not exist, not to say that negativity does not exist. I allow it, I witness it, I accept it, but I won't feed it. See, in life, we're taught to escape, to keep ourselves safe, whether that was from your parents, your friends, and the biggest one, your ego. Your ego's always trying to keep you protected for survival instinct, and we need it. But what becomes disharmony is when you stop living because of it. And this is where I wanted to work on, to stop feeding the fear, to just allow myself to be in it, let it consume me, let me walk towards it and see what is past that fear. Is it worse than what my mind is telling me, or is it something that is keeping a secret from me? And I'll be honest, when I did that, the answer is this. It's a secret to something much more beautiful, much more like light and love when you can cross that fear. And not a lot of people want to do that. And I don't blame you because it's not easy, but it's possible. If you allow yourself to practice, if you have the will to want something differently, it is possible. But you do have to do the work. You do have to show up every single day like your life depends on it. And I know some people say, I don't have time. I have so much things that I need to focus on. I need to work to make money. I need to take care of my kids. I need to do X, Y, and Z. Well, I will tell you something. If you have time to go to the bathroom, if you have time to scroll on your phone, if you have any time, right, of those, you have a moment to go in and see what are the shadows that are keeping you stuck. And it's very simple by just taking a big breath to bring yourself into the present moment and ask yourself, who am I in this present moment? Don't try to justify it. Don't try to judge it. When you can be honest with who you are in this present moment and honor it, this gives you accountability. It takes you away from being a victim. And when you can take accountability, an opportunity happens. You know what that is? You have a choice of what you want to do next. Do you want to stay in this space? Do you want to keep yourself stuck and saying why things are not working out for me? Why do I feel like this? Or look at the opportunity and say, well, what tools do I need right now to overcome this? Where can I get help in this? Who can I lean on? Is it a person? Is it a coach? Who is that for you? And you know what? There's even someone bigger than all of us. God, creator, universe. If you allow yourself to put your strength onto Him, well, guess what? He will bring you the exact tools and the people into your life to support you. But you have to be open, you have to be present, and you have to be willing to walk towards your fear. And so this whole journey that I've been in this present moment, I feel so blessed and grateful that I am walking the path of my purpose, which is for me really being love and light. I know not everybody's like, oh, you're in delusional. Let me be in my delusional world that there love exists, that love is within me, that love is within you, that love is in my enemies, right? Because we are always brainwashing ourselves and who we choose to be and who we want others to be for us. So if this is something that you are pulled towards, I am looking for my community of like-minded people that want to embody this light, that want to share this love and light. And if you don't know how to get there, this is the platform for you to practice, to keep you accountable for, to talk about, well, what were the thoughts that kept me stuck? And what did I do to have the awareness so I can make that change? So that's the video for today. If you like this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and to share it to somebody who is looking for content like this. I am trying to grow this light. I know I cannot do it alone, but I give myself the permission that whoever watches this video, whoever crosses my path, gets that love and that light from me to you. Thanks for tuning in. Till next time, namaste. On to the next Tea Talks with Lyda.